And here's the three swing structure. And the three swing structure is simply this. We make a high, we make a low, we make a high, and we make a lower low. Now, you can see in all of this, in terms of the sort of the macro structures, it's the first time that we've had this formation. And what it's doing is correcting a fairly large move to the upside. Now, we can, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to go through it in detail now, but we can actually calculate where this low is going to come in. What we do know is this: if this is to be a downtrend, we don't want to see price trading back up through here. So if this is to be a downtrend, it should do this. Right, and that's a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows without overlap. If we come back into this, what I call a cluster zone, find support and start to move higher, a break above this zone through here. Now, I've used this area here because all I'm doing is looking at very quickly. I just use it at closing price. And I'm looking at closing prices, so I'm looking at it. You can see that there was support for it to push up. So any move above that point, or if you want to make a little bit higher, you can do so. Above there, I'm looking at this overlapping and suggesting that the next move potentially, note I say potentially because nothing is 100%, potentially moving higher. So we get a close above that point. It's suggesting then, and this is the template, and the beauty of this is you can calculate all this when we're down here somewhere, weeks and days away from entering these zones. So we just take that high and that level there, and that's our high and that's our lower high. We just call this the NTP, non-trending profit zone. And then we can just take a quick calculation, roughly align the best fit. Yeah, trading's not about full stops and absolute correct syntax. It's about looking at what generally happens. And so what I've done there is marked out two zones. One is the NTP, as I mentioned, and this is the area where most of the time the advance will stall, and that's just a break of this high up here. So breakout traders, we'll look at that.